Well, 6 episodes in, and I thought I'd do a proper intro to today's episode. We're 8 points up in the league. We've got 9 games left to play, and our next 2 games are away against the second and third place team in the division. Hopefully, we can see the rest of this season out. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 6 of my Taskmaster FC save. Today we are going to be taking on Merthyr Town in a top-of-the-table league clash, well, semi-top-of-the-table league clash. They are third in the league table. I'm going to go ahead and skip Plymouth Parkway. I'll do that off-camera, and then bring you back for Dorchester Town. 2 away games against the top 2 teams in the league. When you were last with us, we ended up having our very first ever loss in the league against Shoaling. Then we came back and won. We came back and won a game against Harrowborough. Since you're last with us, we've had fairly mixed form. We still haven't had any defeats in the last 5 games, so I'm pretty pleased about that. We had a win against Hungerford Town. Roisin Connolly, again, just scoring for fun. We've actually had some support from Roisin Connolly, or for Roisin Connolly, and the fact that Joe Brand, Sophie Duker continued to put goals into the back of the net. We had a 1-1 draw against Salisbury, 3-0 win away against Winchester City, a 1-1 draw against Bracknell Town and Gosport Borough. We ended up pulling off a 2-1 victory. So again, we'll be taking on Merthyr Town and Dorchester Town. If we go ahead and take a look at the table at this moment, we are 8 points ahead with 9 games left in the season. So I really like getting to that ratio where it's you're the same number of points ahead as you are games ahead. That seems like it's a really good place to be. So a couple wins today, and I think that really secures us in regards to being the champions of the league and moving up to the Vanarama National South, which is exactly my goal for this season. Roisin Connolly, top of the league with 27 goals. Sophie Duker, very, very close to the top in average rating. Ramesh Ranganathan on clean sheets. And Josh Whitcomb actually has the most man of the matches. Frank Skinner with the most yellow cards. He isn't a very aggressive person, I suppose. But I cannot complain about the league table this season and just how we've performed. I think, like I said, these 2 games are going to be very crucial to determine if we are going to be able to come away with the Southern League Premier South title today. So move forward for the fixtures. We have very little change in our lineup here. We are going to start with John Richardson in goal. Kind of been playing Ramesh and John Richardson kind of on and off over the last couple of games here. Both have provided some excellent goalkeeping. So I feel perfectly fine rotating them a little bit just to kind of keep John Richardson happy because we didn't really play John Richardson a whole lot at the beginning of the season. We have a defensive back 4 of LaFleur, Danielle Walker, Angela Dravid, and Tim Key. Edwards and Frank Skinner in the midfield. I'm actually going to make a change. No, Henwood still not fully fit. I think I'm going to wait on Di Henwood coming in. And Edwards and Frank Skinner seem to have a good partnership, so we'll leave that intact. We've got Joe Thomas on the left wing, Sophie Duker at attacking midfielder, and Josh Whitcomb on the right-hand side. That should be a good attacking trio here. And then Roisin Connolly up top, just like what we've done the entire season. We're going to submit that team and hopefully pull away with a victory for today. As I've mentioned before, these are 2 very, very important games that we end up winning today, or at the very least pick up draws. Draws are not going to be that disappointing at this point in the season because we have quite a significant lead. Again, I would like a win, but a draw is not a bad result here. Looks like Merthyr Town are going to get the very first opportunity, and the ball is, from a corner kick, is put into the box, but unfortunately, or fortunately for our perspective, Josh Whitcomb ends up taking it almost all the way, fires it. I mean, that is all Josh Whitcomb. Impressive header out by Angela Dravid, but Josh Whitcomb literally just took the ball the entire length of the field and gets it past the Merthyr goalkeeper, and just like that, it is 1-0 to Chesham United. Taskmaster FC looking good in this game against Merthyr Town. And Whitcomb's been on point the last couple of games. As we mentioned before, he has been the man of the match for 8 of the games so far this season. That is actually tied for top of the league so far. Merthyr Town get another opportunity, but fortunately it is headed over the top of the net, and that will be a goal kick for Chesham United. Looks like in terms of XG, it's been fairly even, but we've been outplayed a little. We've had 2 shots and 2 on target. Our possession has looked good, and I'm not sure if going from the positive mentality to the balanced mentality has been a good thing. That is very, very poor from Danielle Walker. First off, that almost led to a penalty, but somebody else behind just absolutely blew past Angela Dravid, and that ends up being a very easy goal for Merthyr Town. Very disappointed defensively for that. I mean, just like that is just poor. very poor. Nothing really John Richardson can do there. I wouldn't be expecting a shot either. I'd be expecting my defense to be playing a little bit better in front of me, and that is a very unfortunate goal, leading it to be 1-1 nearing the 30th minute of the game here. Again, I can't vouch for our defense at this point in time. Daniel Walker has not had a good game. Daniel Walker needs to be subbed off probably sooner rather than later. 6.2 average and already on a yellow card. This is not something I want to see out of my defensive setup here. We'll probably get Chris Ramsey on here soon if Daniel Walker cannot pull it together. Looks like Whitcomb on the right-hand side here to Connaughton, who just misses the back of the net. Good opportunities. Looks like we've been really outperforming them over the last part of this half. LaFleur takes a corner now. Frank Skinner back of the net. Love that. That is an absolutely brilliant near-post header by Frank Skinner. And just like that, we take the lead back with 2 minutes left in the first half. It is 2-1. LaFleur with a superb corner. Frank Skinner not earning the yellow card there, but instead earning a goal. And we have taken the 2-1 lead into halftime. I'm pleased with that, but Daniel Walker absolutely needs to come off after that very, very poor performance. I know that you seem pleased, but I am not pleased. I can't give you an opportunity to end up getting another yellow card and getting sent off. We've done that before. I don't remember if it was Daniel Walker or if it was Angela Dravid who got sent off and we blew a 3-1 lead and ended up being 4-4 at the end of the game. I do not want that to happen here. I want to keep this 2-1 lead. We're on the road, so a 2-1 lead I will absolutely take. Again, these points against these top-of-the-table teams are going to be very, very important for us to be able to secure promotion to the Vanarama National South, which is exactly what we want to do. Merthyr with an opportunity. The free kick into the box gets cleared out. They end up getting down the right-hand side, almost said left-hand side. Roisin Connaughton ends up clearing that ball out, but Merthyr get the ball back and get it forward, and that's going to be an easy header. I am really upset defensively with how this has turned out. You have to mark people. You cannot let free headers in like that, and that is extraordinarily disappointing from our defensive effort. I don't even want to see the replay. That's how frustrated I am. I berated the entire team. I hope you pull your head out of your you-know-what and finally start pulling yourself together, because just like that, it is 2-2, and we are not in as good of a position as I would like to be at this point in the game. I mean, other than those two opportunities, Merthyr have had absolutely nothing going for them. You know, we've executed on our opportunities, but credit to them. They have taken the opportunities when they've been given, and some big opportunities they have been given, to a couple point-blank opportunities that even my grandmother could score, and she is no longer living. So maybe we could pull a Taskmaster FC miracle and get a win out of this game. Roisin Connaughton gets the ball up to Joe Thomas. Joe Thomas crosses the ball in. Duker can't get a header on the ball, and Merthyr end up clearing. And it looks like Stokes from Merthyr ends up putting the ball right to Tim Key. Frank Skinner to Josh Whitcomb. Whitcomb back to Skinner. Skinner moves the ball up to the midfield and looks like he's going to shoot from here and fires it right at the goalkeeper for Merthyr. He hangs on. We've got about 10 minutes left in the game. We need to make a couple substitutions here. Let's go into our tactics and see what we can do. I'm going to move Whitcomb up to strike, and then we're going to put Joe Brand, who's been on good form lately, and I think that's actually going to cut it for now. We're going to confirm those changes. Maybe Henwood if we don't get really anything going over here over the next couple of minutes or so. Okay, we're just going to change our entire system here. I'm going to let this run out. An unfortunate draw, taking the lead twice. Unfortunately, just not quite holding on for the victory. To give credit to Merthyr, they came back twice in that game and ended up having a better XG than what we did. We were very dominant in the first half, but they did a good job coming back in the second half, so we got to give credit to them. We weren't good enough. We should have won that match. I mean, a point's a point, especially against a top-of-the-table team like Merthyr. But just like that, Dorchester Town ends up getting that much closer. There's only a 6-point gap here in between us and Dorchester. So Dorchester must have won their game. I guess we'll come back here in just a little bit. We'll take on that match against Dorchester, 1 versus 2, and hopefully we come out on top and can end up securing ourselves promotion soon to the Vanarama National South. So I did play that Plymouth Parkway game off camera, and we ended up with a 3-1 win. Roisin Connaughton with 2 goals, Frank Skinner with third. A very, very dominant victory. So what does that mean for the league table? Well, very similar to before, we are 8 points up, but only 7 games left in the season. So we're at that ratio that I really, really like. Really gives us a solid opportunity to get promoted to the Vanarama National South. The only problem with that So if I go and take a look at our starting lineup here, we've got a lot of players that are not fit to start. We have one player that's injured and one on international duty. So it might take me a minute to go through and clean this up. But other than that, once I get that done, we will dive right into our game against Dorchester Town. Top of the table clash, probably to determine who's going to win the league. So I brought you back for the starting lineup, and this is in all honesty, this is probably the best I can do, given the amount of injuries I have and players that aren't fit. I know I've got a lot of not fit players into the team, but it's just going to have to be okay for this particular game. So you've got John Richardson in goal, a defensive back four of Connors, Danielle Walker, Angela Dravida, and Tim Key. Edwards and Frank Skinner controlling the midfield. You've got Joe Thomas, Sophie Duker, Joe Brand, and Di Henwood on strike for tonight. Unfortunately, Whitcomb's injured and Rasheen Kennedy is away on international duty. That is 48 goals we do not have in this team as we move forward with this game. I am very, very nervous about what's about to happen because away against Dorchester Town, I do not feel like this is a team that is going to get us a strong showing today. But it is what it is. They're telling me there's 6 changes they want to make to the team. There's not a whole lot I can do about it. We're just going to have to go with it. Yes, there's a lot of players that are not fit and might struggle through the match because they're not sharp, but it is what it is. We're just going to have to do the absolute best that we can with this game. Let's see here. I want us to play like favorites today, and I'm going to give everybody as much encouragement as I possibly can, so that way we can maybe try to get something out of this match. I'll be perfectly honest, I am not looking forward to this. I'm not super excited that this is going to be an opportunity for us to be able to take control of the league. But you never know. We might pull a surprise. Maybe we don't need Rasheen Kennedy. Maybe we don't need Josh Whitcomb. We need Rasheen Kennedy and Josh Whitcomb. Angela Dravida has just been poor. Has been very poor as of late, either giving away penalties, taking cards, and that very well could cost us the lead. If Angela Dravida cannot figure it out, I don't really know what we're going to do here because that is a poor penalty. It's a great penalty kick. John Richardson absolutely goes the wrong direction here, and just like that, we were already down 1-0. And to be perfectly honest, I might consider taking Angela Dravida off prior to the halftime, just to send a message. Because sometimes you want to do that with your players. You just want to send a message saying, you know what, this is not acceptable. And if that's the case, that is poor again. I don't see us winning this game at all. Positive mentality. Why don't we just go back to balanced? Might give us a bit better opportunity, not pushing forward so much, but we immediately have the ball taken away from us. Angela Dravida gets it back to Edwards. Edwards tries to find Connors, but is immediately intercepted, and Dorchester immediately get the ball back. I'm really at a loss for words with the level of poor play by this team so far in this game. And another goal against, I'm going to be irate and be making some significant changes to this team if we cannot pull ourselves together. We are much better than what we've shown so far. I'm going to go ahead. Berate, you've been awful. You should know you've been awful. This is not the team that I know and love. This is not Taskmaster United. So let's show it. Di Henwood, Joe Thomas, get that ball up to Connors. Move that ball into the box. Edwards, get a shot on goal. Oh, off the post. That would have been absolutely awesome to get that goal. Hosking? Mike Hosking? No. Nobody's going to know that reference anyways. And just like that, the highlight ends, and we are still down 1-0. And I'm really not sure what to do here. I don't know if I've got a whole lot of players I can sub. Joe Brand just turns the ball over because why not? It's not like we want to have an opportunity to score. And Dorchester are going to take the ball down the field. Yep, and just like that, carving apart the defense. Into the box, cross it in. And luckily it just misses. And that's a goal kick for Chesham United at halftime. This has been a this has been a very, very poor performance. I think I said a no word not too long ago. You've been terrible so far. Yeah, we're going to make some substitutions like right now. Ramsey, you're on. Tim Key, been poor. Sophie Duker, I don't really have a replacement for you. You got to start playing better. Joe Brand. Hippolyte Patrick. I don't want to use all 3 substitutions now, but boy, this has been a terrible performance. All right, start the second half, and let's just kind of just want to get this over with, move on with the rest of the season, play against some easier teams, and hope for the best, but this is going to only put us 3 points ahead. And there's only 1 promotion spot, so we cannot afford to give that up. We cannot afford to give up any ground against this team. And yet we've done absolutely nothing with the ball today. We've done absolutely nothing defensively other than give away a stupid penalty. It was absolutely pointless. And they're absolutely carving us up. We're not doing anything. Oh, that's lovely. That is lovely, Frank Skinner. That is lovely. A 2-footed slide tackle in to get yourself a straight red card. Yeah, love that. Ugh, so frustrating. Dude, you're going to have to come back. Sorry. I got nothing. There's nothing we can do in this situation. It's going to make this any better. I've got nothing left. We're just going to end the game this way. Fine. I'm tempted not even to commentate. Like, this is bad. This is bad. This is poor. A stupid penalty. A stupid red card. We're going to be down 2-0. Oh, great. Another penalty. Could anything else go against us in this game? No. No, nothing can go our way. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to break the entire team again because you've been terrible. You've been absolutely awful. And I don't really know what to say. Let's just get this game over with. Let's end the episode, and we can just move on with our lives because this has just been terrible. We had an opportunity to make a statement game today to really say we are top of the league, and all we've done is give away 2 penalties and get a red card. I'm surprised that wasn't a penalty. Knowing how our luck has gone. Oh, fine. Yeah, let's get some crosses. Oh, you know what? It doesn't even matter. You know what? Let's get some good crosses in. There you go. That'll definitely make the game better. Sorry to be pessimistic, but this is absolutely awful. Pitiful performance by our team, and we deserve to lose. I mean, plain and simple, we deserve to lose today. And I'm going to let the team know it. I'm going to absolutely tear them a new one. Dressing room, their water bottle, unacceptable. Defenders, you're woeful. Midfielders, you're woeful. Attackers, you're woeful. I can't even talk to individuals, but if I would tell Frank Skinner where to shove it. And we'll just leave it at that. Oh, never mind. It wasn't even that bad. Sorry, I thought we were just 3 points behind. That was the previous game. We are still 5 points ahead. Okay, we're not in as bad of a position as I thought we were. We still managed to secure a playoff spot. I'm not quite sure how that's the case. But, yeah, I ripped the team a new one, and they fully deserve it. This was poor. This was absolutely poor. But what I will tell you, dude, I will bring you back for our next game that might potentially win us promotion. Again, that's going to depend on a variety of different factors, but maybe somewhere in this range. Hopefully before the games against Tiverton and Didcot Town, who knows? But if you've enjoyed that, make sure you like, make sure that you comment if you have something you'd like to say. Make sure you subscribe, and we will see you very, very soon. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.